RWB videos. Check out the Patreon to get videos like this early. And you guys should join our Discord server to talk with us more in the RWBY hiatus. I'm sure everybody needs a little therapy group after the RWBY hiatus.
Hiatus, group therapy.
It's really the same
tomato.
thing. So, we are looking at the RWBY Justice League crossover, and we're gonna do things a little bit differently. Like, last time we basically just took screenshots and did, like, a review and a discussion. I have never done a reaction to, like, written material
that's
before,
weird.
so we may try it. We'll see how it goes, but it may just be as simple as, like, fuck, is that Batman? Or whatever. like something like that. Like, our initial impression.
Fuck, is that Batman?
Just our initial impressions, and then afterwards we'll do like a more in-depth discussion with a couple screenshots. So, if you guys are down for that, why don't we just get into it? Let's go. Okay, so this is interesting. So this story is taking place
in between 2 and 3.
Maybe.
Because there was a break there where she goes back to Patch.
Right, was there?
There was, because at the beginning of that volume, she's in front of Summer Rose's grave, and you see Taiyang.
Right. So I wonder if it's even volume 2 and 3. Oh, look at why he's so cute. But yeah, it seems like, yeah, it's a break. I guess, does that mean that Beacon has breaks then? Like, I guess, I mean, like you were saying to me, Hunter, while we were looking at this.
Do people go to Menagerie for spring break?
Oh,
are people doing, like, keggers on the beach?
That's, like, very bad colonization. Do not do that. But yeah, that's what I'm sort of thinking is, like, oh, they must do, like, a semester break. Kind of like how we have reading week, right? So that's kind of cool. So I know that this isn't canon, but is Taiyang a farmer? Like, is that what he does? Like, I know he has a sunflower.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what is happening? Also, the art looks much better than it did in the original DC comics. So that is that.
I like
going,
the art.
Right?
Also, you don't you harvest like wheat with size. You don't harvest root vegetables
it's
by
okay,
it.
don't worry.
You don't punch the how
Look
hard
at Taiyang. Look at his little face.
He's like
in the
you're
background.
punching like she's punching the dirt so hard that the concussive force
God.
is like
Look at Taiyang.
He looks like Tintin. He's barely
You know who he looks like? He looks like Mirio from My Hero Academia. Oh dear. Okay.
God.
Anyway, how do I get back to how we were going? Okay. And now, who the fuck? Okay, so this is Clark.
He's just been super.
He's helping. Okay, yeah. So he has the sunflower. So like,
he's like Clark from Clerk and Scribe.
Wait, what?
Like Clark means because his name's Clark Kent.
Oh, right. Okay.
But
so
like,
they're
weird.
giving the name meaning? That's interesting. Did they do that last time where they were like RWBY as in
I guess so.
like a fine
but
gem?
Like, does
I
that
don't
mean
know.
they have to explain
He's just been super okay, Taiyang. That's like a
Okay.
meta pun. I appreciate that though. I think that that's funny.
Can we also tell that they're recreating that meme where the two buff guys grab hands like that, but it's Superman and Yang?
Yeah, so I guess he's helping out Taiyang.
Sure. But if names have to be colors, then what color is a clerk? Manila?
Well, his name is Clark, though. They're saying it's from Clerk. Like, it's from, like, derivative from, right?
But names have to... I don't know. That was a weird moment.
Oh, look at him. He's giving RWBY a little sunflower. That's nice. Wow, this art style is interesting. This is way different than the other art style.
I don't necessarily know if I like it more, but it's definitely different.
Yeah. And, okay, so Clark is helping out on the farm, I guess. Like, while they're gone. So I guess that's what RWBY and Yang, in this universe, like, we don't know if this is all canon, right? So this is what they did, like, helping Taiyang out.
That's funny.
And
so
stuff.
his semblance is that after the sun goes down, he doesn't have as much power. And that's with Superman. He's, like, recharged by the Earth's yellow sun.
That's kind of cool, then,
that's
that they, like, integrated that into his, like, semblance.
Because
that's what we were wondering, like, how would they do that?
But I'm just like, well, then how will, like, Batman will just be having money and brooding?
Well, we'll see. We'll see what's going on with Batman. Okay, so this is like more explanation on his semblance. Whatever Dust can do, I can do better. And we know like Dust fuels cars and tractors apparently, right? So he's basically like, he's a machine, you know, in a sense, right? Like I feel like that's what they're getting at.
I feel bad that like Taiyang gets the chainsaw, but he's like, nah kid, you get the axe.
Well yeah, because he has like, I can outrun a tractor and haul just as much as one too. So that's how they've incorporated his like super strength and stuff. It's basically like, I am a human container for Dust. And so if you could put Dust in a tractor and the tractor can run, I can do it too. The only thing that I'm confused about that, well,
it's a metaphor, I suppose.
But the only thing that I'm confused with that is like, yes, the tractor is fueled, but the tractor's also built to do that. So how does he, you know what I mean? Like, the tractor is built to go that fast, so how does he go that fast? Like, just because if you put fuel in a bike, that doesn't mean that the bike is gonna go any faster than a car. Anyway, I don't care. It doesn't really matter. I'm just a little...
It's a metaphor. I think you're being a little too literal. Just look at this little sweet boy.
Yeah, he is really cute. I really like how they did his design. I think he's, like, so adorable. He fits in really well. Yeah, so they gave him his heat vision and stuff like that. So yeah, again, whatever dust can do, like fire dust in a sense, right? And so yeah, his semblance only works in the daytime, so maybe that'll be a hindrance at some point. And yeah, they're talking about Blake, so this must be in volume 2 to 3 when Ruby went back to see Summer and like she was with Ty and all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't know, like I really like his design. I think that they have a really good like chemistry, I guess, so far. Like their interactions are really cute. I just don't know, like Ruby's just drawn so much older though, and I don't know if I like that.
It's the face. It's such a different, like people didn't
I wish they
the
made her
one.
look a little younger, I guess, because like she looks like she's like 20. Like, you know what I mean?
She looks more proportioned, whereas before she was less proportioned and more artistic. Like
like I think that they've done a good job at integrating the two art styles, but at the same time, like I'm kind of like, oh, okay. Are they shipping Ruby and Clark together? I can't tell, but I don't know. He kind of does seem younger than Yang, like in the face. You know what I mean? He does seem very like around Ruby's age more than Yang's age. I would say. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I ship wife with Batman. Like we haven't even gotten there yet, but I don't care. I definitely ship wife with Batman. So I'm just saying. Hunter's just like, what?
I ship wife. I wonder if when Monty looked down on that like ketchup stained like napkin and was like, I bet you one day someone's gonna ship Superman with Weiss.
Oh,
did he know the legacy
Superman
he would
with
hold?
Ruby, you mean? Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Like it. I don't know. I'll ship it. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like Chad Oscar, okay? Like if Oscar was cool and
Chad Oscar.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it seems like to me.
Oscar
oh my god. Yeah, so they're saying, why aren't you enrolled in an academy? I'm 16, but I'm not sure Beacon would want me. Well, that's the question. I'm not from here. Oh dear. Oh yeah, see, I think this is Schnee Company stuff. The boy with the power of... Because, like, I think that basically the idea is that they could basically, like, force him into labor or something. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
and
I
if
think
he's from someplace else, maybe he was from Atlas and ran away.
Yeah, maybe. Or, I mean, I think he's trying to say, like, other world type thing. Like,
I know, because Superman's an alien.
Stuff,
but,
right?
like...
But, like... It seems like Ruby's, a farmhand on Patch minding his business. Yeah, so that's much better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Compared to, like, the kingdoms basically fighting for him, right? Because, like, we already know what Jacques does to the Faunus. Like, what would they do to this guy, right? But it seems like, oh my god.
I like that.
Hello?
That's
What's going on with the Grim? Why are they, wait, though, like, she was looking at something shiny, and then the Grim was shiny?
Are those the Grim from, they kind of look like the Merlot ones.
I mean, I think that they've changed the Grim slightly to fit in with a more superhero aesthetic.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what I would say.
They look like yellow and
not
blue
necessarily and like that they're Dr. Merlot.
Sure.
Changed in that way. Yeah. It seems like to me maybe
they're
just
Beowulfs that went to a rave.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like maybe they just changed them to make them look more, you know, like a superhero-y, if you want to call it that. Yeah. And so. What's with him? He's just like, maybe it kind of looks like he's spacing out. Maybe he's scared. Like, maybe he's just like, But Ruby's like, fuck you, I got this, I guess, right? Like, you know what I mean? Watch carefully, farm boy, because I didn't say Ruby had the best moves just out of loyalty to my sister. But I don't know, like, how he's holding I don't like that.
That is little murder vibes. I don't know if I like that one bit.
Is he just, what? Uh-oh, Clark! Oh, dear! So he's
I was playing her wingman. Is Superman and Ruby flirting with each other?
I think they are flirting with each other. If Yang was playing wingman,
it is a unique Grim. Neon Grim. He's being hypnotized.
Oh, that's not good. So that's cool. I wonder if this could be like a real... Well, because, okay, it's a crossover, obviously. Yeah. But I wonder if this could be like a real thing...
Trying to think what DC characters that could be, like the Riddler?
Oh, poor Superman. He's just, wingman, so they're shipping Ruby and Superman. That's fine.
Listen. It's weird if your wife dies and you immediately hook up with a new dude. It's weird that, like, Penny is too, like, her body's still warm. I can't deal with this right now.
Then.
I know, but emotionally.
Anyway, they're still gonna do Yang and Blake, obviously, so I'll allow it. So it seems like that Yang decked him, and because he got decked, he just stayed floating in the air. So it is like, there's a lot to unpack here. I think you might have downplayed the semblance. Oh,
wow,
boy.
so he's just straight up Superman.
Well, yeah, a little bit, right? Like, I mean, there's still limitations. I think that they've integrated him really well.
You couldn't be this guy in, like, Canada or Atlas, because it's dark really early, and then he just snaps out of it.
But yeah, okay, so these are, like, new different Grims. So that's kind of interesting, because, like, what if, like, the DC... This is DC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so what if the DC, like, villains and stuff are sort of integrating in a way with Team RWBY, right? And so I guess this is when they leave. They're like, okay, Dad, see ya. So I think Clark is going with them to Beacon. Okay. That kind of sounds pretty fire. That sounds
So this is
cool.
Like an alternative.
Whoa, hello. But the winds can change so quickly, and I'm starting to realize the world is a lot bigger and a lot darker than we ever imagined. Okay. So this is the end.
So I like to imagine that this is not so much a, like, canon thing, but like a parallel universe
I agree. I think that that's true.
I think it works better like that because...
Yeah. Well, no, of course it's not canon. It's a crossover.
Oh, I mean, of course, yeah. But, like, it's the fact that it's like, oh, they're like, his name is Clark Kent, and he flies, and he has laser vision, and he's from a mysterious place. I'm like, okay, this is fan fiction. I dig it.
Well, yeah, it's a crossover,
but yeah, it's not canonical.
And so let's talk about it. So I think that this was pretty good. Like, I don't have any complaints. I think that the art style is very nice. Like, I think that they integrated the DC, what I'm assuming is a DC style, with the RWBY style pretty well. I still feel like RWBY looks weird in some of the scenes just because she looks so much older. But, like, that doesn't bother me as much. There's no
uniform DC style. You know, each, like, artist has a different flavor. As much as sometimes people looked a little weird. I just meant more
comic book than anime is what I meant, right?
As much as, like, people looked a little weird in some of the earlier versions and kind of off-model, I think I almost preferred that because I feel like with there they make people look very cartoony. Versus here they give people a lot of detail, which
this
when
is
it
more
looks
like human, I guess.
When it looks nice,
cartoon.
it looks really nice, but when it, I feel like sometimes it almost looks a little too detailed, and I don't know if I
actually
like that
disagree, and I like this better than the RWBY DC comics, because I feel like this is more consistent. Like, I feel like that it just has a nicer aesthetic overall, and it just has more consistency, so I don't mind it, because they seem like they're making them more human versus, like, cartoon. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but, like, think about cartoon Spider-Man versus, like, video game or like comic Spider-Man. Obviously those are all animated, like those are all drawn, but they're drawn to a very, like, they're
more
varying
proportional
degrees. And so I don't mind that. I don't mind them shipping RWBY with Clark. I think that's fine. I don't know. He has, like, he's such
a sweet man.
He's John and Oscar combined into one character in a sense.
John wishes he was that good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, John's fitness, like John's fitness with Oscar's, like, wholesomeness and black hair, and then just, like, more, like, stronger than both of them. But yeah, it seems like Yang says she was playing wingman. So that sort of implies that she was trying to get them together. Whether they actually have feelings for each other, I don't know. But I'm up for it. I'm up for them shipping. This reminds me how we did the Weiss X Todoroki video, and we started doing, like, kind of crossover stuff like that, and I thought it was weird, but now I'm like, no, this isn't weird, this is perfect, like, I like this, I think that this is cool, and so, yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I thought that it was, like, I don't know, I don't want to say the other ones were badly written, but it doesn't seem as like,
no,
wacky.
I think they were all
it doesn't seem as wacky as I remember, because I remember some wacky, like, Raven talking as a bird, do you remember that? Like, some wacky stuff happened in the comics, and so these are more grounded, and I feel like this is going to be more mature, because you do get this thing at the end where they're saying something like the winds can change so quickly, and I'm starting to realize the world is bigger and darker than we imagined. I wonder if Osmond's, like, evil or something. He's like, I'm like, what is this? Like, this reminds me of something in DC, like the Green Lantern. Glow, and I mean, Green Lantern, they're good guys, right? But you know what I mean. And so, yeah, I like how Blake's drawn. Like, she looks really nice.
I know, I love, when it works,
I don't know about Weiss's face.
I also love a lot of the backgrounds. I feel like the way they kind of swirl and their depth of color looks very nice.
And so I would actually recommend these more as of right now.
So
like,
far,
I would recommend these more than the RWBY retelling of Volume 4, what everyone was doing in between Volume 4.
I don't know. I still think there's room enough in people's hearts.
I know, but I'm saying if you had to pay for one, because you do pay for these, right?
Okay.
If you had to spend $1 and you're deciding where the dollar goes,
this is definitely weirder.
This is where it should go, in my opinion. Like, you guys should check these out for sure. But that's basically it from us, guys. I don't think that we have anything else to add. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. We kind of did it a little differently. Like, we gave our thoughts as we were reading, kind of like a reaction, and then we talked a little at the end. So I feel like that was pretty good, and otherwise, I think that we will see you guys in the next one. Bye!